No. Yes, now. You should be able to hear me now. There we go. You can hear the background music. Well, mostly I was just saying, I haven't shown people the games for a little while, so the windows are they're a little off, they're a little wonky, but this is the game. It's called Shh. You can't say that. And now so as I said before, here's the start sheet. We have actually, this doesn't even need to be here. Can I get rid of it? How do I get rid of something? Oh, there. You just click delete. Okay, so here's the game. It's just these three little boxes. That is the game. I was making things too complicated for myself, you see. Which I often do because I want things to be like really, really nice. But if I want things to be really, really nice, that means more labor, more work for me that I don't have time for. But let's look at what I did today. Give me just a second to get the page up. Okay. Almost there. Y'all are being really wonderful delights. Okay. Oh, right. I have to do the whole thing and actually transfer the page over. So there we go. So there's this list. Here is this list. This big, long list of words. I've read all of these words to you. It took me a really long time, y'all, to read all of these words. All of these words. From abortion to... What was the last one? Women in leadership. Yeah. So I was trying to think what I wanted to make a game where, so I started out here. We started out here with this blank black sheet. And you just get to, there wasn't much there. Now I wanted to get the game to look a little bit better, so I just kept working on images. I found a paragraph about calling up justice, and this is the one that I decided to use. And when you're done with that, then you end up getting a score. The top score is 11, and then I have the Calling of Justice website, and then I just put my Twitch. I just put the Twitch here. I don't know what I might put something else here, but, and then you click play again and you get to play again. I made an image. This was the wrong size, y'all. Look how, I did not like that at all. So I was like, please fix that. So then we tried to fix it, and then it was like, yeah, I'll get the image to be the right size, but then the words weren't the right size. So then I was like, okay, well, let's do some banners. And then it came up like this, and this is not right. This is not how it was supposed to be either. So then I was like, okay, make it fit within the picture. But then look how long that was. So that's not what I wanted. So what next? Oh, so this is the same. These are all the same because I kept trying to fix it and it wouldn't get fixed. And then finally, I got it to, I was like, well, this is closer to the right size, right? Let's reset this actually, because this is actually, I made this, I zoomed in 150. So this is what it looks like. It's going to be mobile friendly. So now the next thing that I had to do was this. And that is make the page on itch. So we got our cover letter, we got the game. This is the project URL. Shh, you can't say that. You can donate if you want to. Love that. Would love that. This is the file because I already finished it. This is the size. It is mobile friendly. And then this is just a little brief little thing about it. It says a writing challenge. Create a piece of work in any medium or form that foregrounds one or more of these banned words. And we are going to play it. And then here's a link to that list that I showed you earlier. And ta-da. Now, we're going to view the page. This is the page. It's pretty, right? I don't know if this is the right color. I just, you know, you just go with the feeling. You go with it. And I was like, this is the color I'm going with today. So this is the game. We're going to start. It does look a little bit nicer on the phone, but I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you all can see a little bit better. Okay, we're going to start from the beginning. It says, welcome to the game. Also right up here, I made sure it just says that on the top of it. It says, welcome to the game. You'll read a short paragraph and select the banned words. Your score will appear at the end. Click on Start Game. So here's the paragraph. Choose the correct words, but they won't look clickable. So, because I had to put that in because, like, when I put these words in and the links and all that stuff, take a look here at the code itself. So for this, when I put in each of the words that are going to be clickable, one of the big issues that I had was that the words were like bright blue. Links show up bright blue. And that's not what I wanted. So I had to go into the style sheet right here and make it so, I have this itch on my back. Anyway, style sheet that makes it the size. This is for the image and the word stuff. Mobile responsive adjustments, la 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 la. So let's go back to the game. So I'm going to read the paragraph first. Then we're going to go through it. Hopefully this will be fun. It says, Calling Up Justice, led by Claudia Alick, is a transmedia social justice practice producing performances of justice on stage, online, and in real life. In the face of a global pandemic and racial justice crisis, our practice was uniquely prepared and positioned to respond. We use digital technologies to collaborate nationally and asynchronously, create and broadcast content like this, for example, generate social justice, join and lead think tanks, and manage a tech co-op. Our practice centers on an intersectional lens, incubating and developing a more accessible, decolonized, anti-racist, gender equity, anti-capitalist design. We produce, perform, advise, consult, and partner with individuals and organizations nationally, creating ripple effects of positive impact. And then once you've made your selection, click below to continue. And just click finish. So let's go through these words. So calling up justice, blah, blah, blah. Social justice. You can't say social justice, so get rid of that. Practicing justice in real life. Let's see. Oh, you can't say pandemic. You can't say racial justice. Hold on. Practice uniquely to this position. We use digital technologies. Collaborate. These are all okay. Create and broadcast content. Generate. Ooh, no, can't generate social justice. Join and lead think tanks and manage a co-op. Our practice centers on an can't say intersectional lens, incubating and developing a more accessible, can't say accessible, decolonized, nope, can't say that, anti-race, nope, can't say that, gender nope, anti-capitalist, nope, design. We produce, perform, advise, consult, and partner with individuals and organizations nationally, creating ripple effects of positive impact. Now let's check our score. We got 11, and those are the scores. And then we can go to the Calling Up Justice website. That's the Calling Up Justice website. You can click here to join us. This is our calendar of events. Here are all the things that we're working on. There's the Vallejo Arts Fund. There's me on a podcast that I did. There's Pockets Change. So like you can check out all the stuff that we're working on. And also you can go here and see what we're doing right now. Oopsie. I did not mean to do that. So hi us. Hello us. Look at that. It's like going into like some super thing. That's fun. Anyway, that's the game. I made a game. Tell me what you think of the game, please. I very much want to hear what everyone has to say about this game, what you thought of it. Now it does say that the work, we're supposed to start sharing this work on the 26th, which is in 9 days. Oh, a new person joined us. You might want to repeat. Oh, I would love to. So this will be shared on the 26th, and then it's publicly accessible by Sam Hain. Salwin. I'm kidding. It's Salwin. By Salwin, which ends on November 1st. So I think that means that I'm supposed to publish this on the 26th, and then it's just going to stay open. But this is the game. It's called Shh, you can't say that. That's not what I wanted. We want to play again. This is a game that is, we were invited to make a piece of art to, let's go back to here, to create a piece of art. So I made a video game with just a simple paragraph about calling up justice. This is we're creating a piece of work that foregrounds one or more of those banned words. So we were using all of these banned words. Was red a color choice? Why the tree? Because calling up justice, trees, mycorrhizal networks. And I was looking at pictures of trees, and then I was also looking at the words that I had made. So right here, as you can see, the words were white, and I didn't want to change that up. So I needed something that was going to show on white. And so I started looking at images of trees, and then I just sort of like added additional like little layers to that, so that the wording would pop up a little bit more. But the red was speaking to me. I'm sure that there's a reason for it. I just don't particularly, I can't particularly, conjugate that. But yeah, you can play this on your phone. You can go to our itch site. It does, doesn't it? Kind of reminds me of like burning books and stuff like that. It also makes me think of a warning. Shh, you can't see that. So yeah, I made sure that it was phone sized, which I don't usually worry about the making phone sized content or video games, but I want this specifically so people can just play the game, and you just select the words that you think are on the list. There are only 11 words on this one, and that's just because it was mostly because look how long that is. And I had to put in each word, the anti-capitalist, the gender equity, the anti-racist, the decolonized. I had to put in all the words. And I got tired. So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I was like, let me find a really, like, the thing is that when we're talking about us, yeah, yeah, I did. So, like, when I first planned this game, I was going to do, well, that, I mean, it technically is. Once I programmed it, it's automated. That's how automation works. Somebody has to actually make it do that. Um, but, uh, I, I just really I'm happy with it. I think it's really pretty. When I started out, I was going to make like one of these pages for like a bunch of different peoples and groups, and not just calling up justice. But I realized that that was going to be an enormous undertaking. It was going to take me like um weeks to get it done. This took me a day. I mean, I had the text. I had this text. I knew what paragraph I was going to choose for calling up justice, but I made the image and coded the game and all of that stuff today. I did that this morning. Um, and yeah, how fun! So that's the game. It's called Shh. You can't say that. And when do we publish it, Claudia? When do we publish this game? Because right now I have it under restriction. So if you want to play it, you need a password. Um, but I can publish it right now today. But it does say not until the 26th. So yeah, I was hoping, oh, by the way, I was also hoping it would be automated. You learn new things all the time. This is the first game. Well, no, if I publish it as a draft, it's not available to the public. If it's a draft, that means only you and I could log in to this and look at it. So you just want me to publish it, then but put like that? Okay, and then let's see. Hold on. And then we do this. Ready? Oh, what's this? Configure settings. Disable new data. No, we're not unlisted. We want to stay listed. And now it's published. So if you go to this page that I'm going to stick in the chat right now. Boop. Go to this page. It's the first game. You just click on it, and there you go. Play the game and leave comments, because I would like to know what y'all think about this game. Like opinions, thoughts, if I should add additional text here, if we should have different colors, yeah, whatever we think. How hard would it be to change the image in the background? Which image? You mean this image on the game itself? It would not be hard at all. What are you thinking? Because, like, yeah, that's the image right there. I can just change it right now. So what should we do? What kind of image? Let's search through all of these photos. Do we want a tree? Do we want books? Search through and find the real images. Oh, let me undo that. That's this one. Banning. Oh. So. I'm like, where am I going to find it? Yeah, look for it here. Let's see if we'll find it. I don't want AI, so I gotta scroll through a lot of this. That's annoying. They're all just gonna be like that, aren't they? There's another game that uses redaction imagery. Oh, hey, Joel. Joel says, Claudia, you can't see Joel's comments, but Joel's on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. And Joel says, want more mission statements to read through to play the game. I know. And here's a great thing. I can keep adding those. I can keep adding to the game. But for now, because it is a fun like word game, like a word puzzle kind of thing to find out. This one, I just realized I needed to get something out because we were coming up to the deadline. Now, if I... I don't know if I like that. It says black text that block the word. That block... Oh! You want me to instead of crossing out the word, you want like a red word or like a it says black text that block the word. Oh, like a black bar that blocks the words. It took me forever to get it to just do the strike through. Because to just get the words to like be crossed out. Like just to do that took a lot of learning. Took a lot of learning for me. So far, do not use redaction imagery. Oh. So don't use a no sign. So then use... I'm so sorry, Claudia. You might have to just join me in Discord to talk to me about this. So I'm like, don't use that. So I'll get rid of that. see that.
Hey, 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 this is Claudia's voice. Can you hear me?
I can hear your voice, Claudia.
Can you hear me?
I can hear your voice. There's an echo.
Yeah, I just realized that I had the sound on the computer. So, this is what I kept trying to say. You asked a question, and you were like, what does redaction imagery mean? And so then I answered it. But then you were like, oh, so you want me to do that? And I was like, no,
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 no, no.
no, no, please, please, please don't do that. So I see that you're, I'm like, oh, if you use just that plain black background, just keep the plain black background, get rid of all these books. I don't think the books are actually doing you a favor because you're using mission statements as your core imagery, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't find a mission statement in a book in the library. You see a mission statement on a website or something. So try keeping your black background and just slapping that red symbol on it. Because all we need is like right now your imagery of like this red tree, it's very evocative, but it's evoking things that aren't about what the game is about. And it makes my brain go to like horror imagery, like a desolate broken tree in a red. I'm like, oh yeah, that feels like
This
imagery for a horror game.
it's spooky season.
Yeah. Once you said, "Oh, it's calling up justice and we're into trees," I was like, "Oh, I get why you went in that direction." But I also think that,
I don't like the hand.
yeah, trust me. Just try just a circle with the white text over it, and let's see what that looks like.
Here, there
Because
it
I think we'll
is.
also learn from it. But I'm like, oh, can we keep it really, really spare and simple, and still maintain what you're saying. Also, I feel what Joel was saying in the chat, where you've got. I love that I was not by myself. That there's somebody in the YouTube also watching. I had
Yeah.
no
Oh,
idea.
Joe
They,
says also, he says if the words just disappear, then we can read the document without the banned words and you could just make them change to the same color
ooh,
as the background.
that's a cool idea. Is that hard to do? I feel like that is more complicated than what you're doing. Um,
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like I'd say yes, it is more complicated, but I wouldn't.
I let me before we go to that idea, let's just try this one out and see if this new image evokes band. Like that's what we're going for. Just an image where it's like if somebody looked at the game without knowing what it was supposed to be about, they could guess this game is about this. That was the exercise I was doing for myself. I was like, if I turn this sound down, what are the words I write down that are
Mm-hmm.
evoked by the screen cap? And none of them were banned words.
Right. So let's this. Okay. Let me show you. What
I
was I
love
going to
that you're
show
doing
you?
stuff. That's freaking amazing.
So we're gonna bring up the twine because I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna change the that image because you were
Oh,
like, is
okay.
that hard
That's
to
funny.
do? And I was like, oh no no no, it should be fine. So first thing we go into the
That
style sheet because it's just one background. Remember, I'm not doing a back. So in a lot of my games, there's a different background for each image or something like that kind of changes and molds. But I'm just using the same background. So I just go in here and then I paste that. And then I go to the publish to file. Boop. I save it. And then I go to back to the game. Oof, let's reset that. We're going to go to edit game. And then I just delete this file, which is the old version of the game. upload this new version of the game. It's played in the browser. Save. Now let's see if it worked. There we go. Okay, let's finish, play again. Okay, there. That's what it looks like.
Okay, so question for the audience members. Does that... so this is... And what I love is you didn't change the main poster image for the game. It's still that tree at the top. So you can scroll up and down so people can compare, right? So compare, contrast. The background for the game used to be that tree, and now it's this. Now the question is, can you still read the text legibly over this image? This feels, to my eye, more legible than the text over the tree.
Yeah, I had to put a shape behind the tree, if you could see up here, so that the text would show up because it was getting swallowed up. So that makes sense. So
this looks better to me visually.
Cool.
Just in terms of like being able to read what the words are. And do you have an opinion? Do you have an opinion about the size and location of that band image? Like, do you like where it is? I'm asking because I'm ignorant. I'm like, that looks good to me, but maybe there's something that could be better. I have no idea. Sometimes I'm asking a question because
No. And I'm investigating this.
I don't know.
I don't have an answer, so I want to see what the answer to that is, because you asked a pretty what I would say is a reasonable enough question. So I just stick it right down there. And this is what I do. This is what I do. Sometimes I just go back and forth, and I go, okay, so it looks like that. So here's the thing: if I stuck it down there, it would be black, but that's fine. I don't care about that. The only reason why I put something on the background is because it just looked really boring. But if there is an image on it, then it should be fine.
Check this out. I like this, right? I'm realizing that I don't know if there's a way to make the text to be centered in it, but like for your first piece of the game, I was like, oh, that's nice that the words are inside the band circle, all of them. I kind of liked it.
So
and then in the second one, oh, go ahead.
So then what I would have to do is do something more individualized with it.
Then ignore my note then. Just ignore it.
Well, no, I still want to see what this looks like, though. So I'm gonna put the new image in just so that I can see what it looks like in the game.
Awesome.
Because that's how we know. We don't know until we know. And if you don't know, now you know. You know that.
And knowing is half the battle.
Well, it's a certain percentage of the battle anyway. G.I. Joe. Okay, now I'm gonna publish this to file again.
Coolio. So while you're publishing it to file, I'm also thinking about the font. And I'm thinking about the font on two levels. One is accessibility, and the second is aesthetics. Like, how does the font say a thing about the game or do a thing in the game?
Right.
And you're sharing the screen that is the work you were doing. So I'm gonna stop looking at the screen because I'm like, oh. I think it's good that you're staying away from the kind of typography that looks like it's coming from an old dictionary. Because, like, I see some of the, like, when I pull up band language, it wants to bring up, but, ooh, well, maybe. Oh, okay.
Here's the game. This is what it looks like. I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it underneath there. It looks kind of good. I might move that calling of justice, though, out of the way. See, click on start
What's it
game.
look like for the next one, though?
It looks like that, which also I don't hate. And then at the end, for some reason, it just sizes like that. I don't know how to make it not do that.
I liked that though. Like I like that. Like it's yeah. I like that we've got this thing in the background. I go, oh, if somebody takes a screen cap of the game, and it says you can't say that. It's got that band image that feels like it's saying it. But there's more audience members. What are their opinions?
Let's see. Joel says if the word... Oh, wait. No, he already said that one. That's it. That's what I got. Anyone else? Is there anyone else that's talking and looking? But, I mean, obviously I want to put more than just our website and the Twitch on here, I think. But...
Well, let's think about it. So, the experience is we want people to be encountering these banned words and thinking about them in like what I love about your game, Maya, is that you have people taking this like sort of vague political idea of banned words and it's like directly into encounter because these are real, like you made it happen with real mission statements, right?
Yeah. Well, I thought about our grant writing and things like that. And how we aren't, if we describe what we do, then that's bad. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm agreeing with everything you said. I was being quiet because I was like, yeah. So and also I'm having two different ideas at the same time. So let me start with the first idea, which is around font, and then I can get to the content question. Oh my God, yes to these glasses. I love these glasses. Those are fabulous. Okay, so what's the font you were using, and why are you using this font?
Let's check. I'm using it because it's the one it's like the default one. But like, let's see. Let's look at the style sheet. We can look at the style sheet and we can see.
Hold
on.
It looked like Times New Roman to me, but I don't know.
I mean, it usually is. Font weight. Yeah, I think it's. I think this is just. Uh-huh. I think that this is. Here's it nice and big, but this I don't think it has a.
Oh, it's not specifying the. Can you specify
so it has,
the font?
Yeah, so it just has the default font in it.
Okay.
But what font were you thinking of?
Well, I wanted to talk fonts and discuss it with you. And now
Let's talk fonts on Gaming4Justice.
Yes. But no, for real though, like this is a text-based game. And I was like, oh, this imagery isn't helping me to engage and understand what the game is.
Mm-hmm.
The font is another layer of imagery. So like, how can the font be, either the font needs to be a nothing, or the font needs to be leaning into the storytelling.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what are good fonts? Let's go here. I use Source Sans for this. Also, for this, I use Source Sans, and that's usually what I end up using is Source Sans 3.
That's very, very accessible, and I recognize that font was not the same font in the game.
No,
and
it was
bothered. There were different fonts. It's why my brain started to obsess about fonts. What if you made that the same font as the font in the game?
Well, let me see if I can do that. I don't know why I said it in such a weird tone, but Well,
I thought that was a
oh, okay.
normal to
Oh,
me.
it
To me,
didn't
that
feel
sounds not
normal.
at all.
To me
All
it
right.
sounded a little snooty, and I was like, "What is that?"
All right, so this is
I was
I
like,
love this.
"Ma'am,
There's
watch your
there's two more
tone."
people. There's two more people in the audience. I want to let
Like
them know.
Arial
My
or
mama.
Courier? Oh, yeah, non-serif font. This is what
Okay,
Joel was
I
talking
was
about. Arial
talking.
or
I
Courier.
want to
Sorry, go ahead.
finish the sentence I was trying to say to your audience. So please think about that in your head. Hey, audience. Okay, we already lost one of them. Hey, one other person in the audience now. Maya is literally coding the game in front of you, and we just decided to change the font. So that's what Maya's working on. The game is about banned language, and Maya literally like made the game today. It's kind of amazing, and it makes a lot of sense. And the source, the text that you're being invited to unban or ban, is mission statements.
Hmm. And so
They're
now let's try the
wonderful
new
fun.
one. I'm very excited to try to see how this new one is gonna look. It's so isn't it neat how quick that is that I just like replaced it with the new file and now I can go, hello, play. What do you think? Does that text look different? Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I reloaded the whole thing and I was like, well, what do you think, Claudia? There's nothing there. Okay, now, does this look different? I can't really
Um,
tell.
uh, uh, no, that doesn't look
Doesn't look
different to
different at
me.
all. Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
I,
So the
it,
last time I tried to load in a
I,
custom font,
I
it did the
wasn't
same thing.
Maya, I wasn't suggesting that you change the font of the game. I, in fact, suggested the opposite strategy to you.
Oh.
I was saying, why don't you just change what the font for the cover image is? Like the only reason I reacted to the font of your game was because your cover image was using this very plain, straightforward font that's very accessible that you often use, and the game had a different font. Yeah, I'm saying change that to whatever font it is that's in the game. And I think that if they have matching fonts, my brain will stop trying to make sense of the story the fonts are telling me.
I'm just trying to find out which font it is. Because these are all like Google fonts. And I don't know if it
Yeah,
has the same name. I don't know what the right name is for it.
that's confusing. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, this is confusing. I think I sent you down a longer work path. I didn't know that like, oh, well that actually does make my brain do less labor. I don't know if it's the exact same font, but even that small change made me go this I'm not having that these two things are different than the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that actually looks more
Can you
correct. Um,
can we see the title on this so that we're no longer seeing that tree?
oh, I forgot. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so the three things I'm seeing that evoke band were um um the either a round red circle with a cross through it, or an X, just a red X, or a stamp, something that looks like it's been stamped that's like BANNED with like a box around it, which is like I think trying to evoke this was banned, and somebody like stamped it because like it's like giving stamped. It's giving like the ink didn't go all the way on it, so it has like some parts that are white, but it's mostly red in the font.
Oop.
Um,
Undo that. I'm gonna get rid of this, and now I'm just gonna stick this on, and I'm gonna make it real big. And
okay.
now I'm gonna do
Oh,
this,
oh,
and
oh
I'm gonna
shit.
put it
Oh,
here.
that was the thing I was mentioning, but like I don't. Oh, really?
Let's see how big I can get
Try,
that. Make it
try
real
making
big.
it faded out a little bit. Yeah. All right, that's pretty sexy. Can you make it? Maybe you don't need to make it faded. I was having trouble. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh.
let's do that here then. I'll get
Okay.
rid of this.
Okay.
And then we do this. Make it nice and big. But I'm going to stick it maybe down here. I don't like it too
Oh,
close
that's
to the
nice.
edges. Like that.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
All right. I was just talking and was not. I did not mean to send you
This is
down.
what I do though. This is how I make the game. Is I look at it and I
It
go,
was so cool.
ooh. And then that's how I ended up like being like done with all of the
Okay.
thing. I was like,
I'm
oh, I accidentally just made the game.
No, no, I
Um,
understand. My design process is the same. I don't know what we're doing until I see it, which often means I've made a draft and I have to react.
yeah, that's exactly it. This is just my this is just the draft
I, I'm
of what I want everyone to like this is my first it could be done draft because there are a lot of
totally
drafts where you could just take the first draft and it's fine. I
exactly.
have you ever had like schoolwork that you schoolwork that you weren't done with, but for some reason your teacher thought you were done? So then they graded your draft. Have you ever had a draft graded? I did, and I got a B, and I was so pissed off. I'd never been so aggrieved to get a B on a first draft. All right, almost there. Now let's upload it. Okay, play in browser, save. Let's go to here. Yep. Run game. Woo! Okay, first off, let's go to the beginning. I like it.
I like it too.
Let's zoom it out.
Interesting.
So this is what it looks like. Click on start. This
Oh,
is what it looks
okay.
like. This is what it looks like. Because like when the only reason why that everything looks a little funky or changes is because I use the zoom so
I
that I can read it
understand.
better. But it actually, even that fits pretty good at 175.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind the whiteness, like the white text over the word band, even when I'm seeing it. But also, yeah, I don't know.
and then you click finish and your score is right there. And these are your linky links. And then you can click play again. I like it. I like this. And also, but I also think I should probably, well, okay, let's be real. Now I don't like these colors. And so we have to change the colors a little bit.
Really?
But
You don't like this?
it's fine. We don't have to change them a lot. We just have to change them a little
Okay.
bit because they're not the right colors.
Why? I'm gonna let you just do your thing, and then I'm gonna learn from it.
So I just like things that match a little more, and this red isn't quite the right red. So I'm finding the reds that are in the family of this image. Let's do this one. Ah, give me that hex code. So I loaded the picture up onto into a thing, and then I can just choose the colors
Word. Yeah, I see
off
what
of
you're
the
doing. I see
image.
what
So I'm
you're
like
doing.
doing like a color picker off of the images so that the things
I
look a little
get it.
bit more. And even this, I think I need it a little bit. I think that's a little too bright. So let's. let's see. We want this red, but this color. Okay. And I'm almost done. Oh, don't do that. Save. Good. Okay. So that's there. That's better. I like that better.
I like this a lot. That's cool.
Wasn't that neat?
I think this looks. I like this.
It just wasn't so angry in my eyes, and this is actually much more soothing, as far as like if you're gonna be playing it. The you can't say that matches these things, so yeah, it all looks good. I think it all works.
Okay. Now, how does the points work?
For each word that is that you get, is a point. So that's a point. That's a point. 11 points is not global, but pandemic is. Racial justice is. So like, let's say I only got those ones, and then I click finish. I only got a score of 4. I probably should put in there that it's out of 11, shouldn't I?
All right, so I'm having an idea, and I'm recognizing that I'm having it 10 minutes before your live stream's supposed to be over. So I'm gonna like monologue. This is Claudia doing like artistic riffing, and you, the artist, get to be like, I'm gonna ignore everything Claudia said, or you get to be inspired and do something in reaction to it.
Ooh.
So I am thinking about how they're forcing me to play the game. I gotta play the game to get the funding. Like in the real world, I gotta play the game, and the game is, say what you're doing without saying what you're doing. And if I do that, I get the money. But ultimately, it's a losing game where nobody wins. And I'm like, oh, how do you evoke that? How do you evoke a game that you have to play in order to the money? If you don't play the game, you get no money. So like, I want the points to mean money, because like, they're like, oh, you got to play the game to get the money. But also, in the end, even when I get paid, I'm losing. I think I like, at least I'm having like a larger reaction to like the funding system of the government, and I'm like, oh, I don't think any of us should be restating our shit to soften it. I don't like that I have to do this, even as I'm doing it in like we're all doing so much extra labor to rephrase and change words to be different words. Yeah. All right, that was me having a rant. So I just did a rant, and I see that you reacted to the rant by like, I see you like thinking and typing. Okay, amazing. Oh my God. All right, I said a bunch of shit. You're in the code. You're in the code. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, I'm about to lose a fool, not the guy like this. Maya is coding, woohoo, based on my notes. Yeah. And she codes so fast, we're gonna see this in the video game in just a couple of minutes.
I know.
Maiamama is coding the video game. The video game is about banned words. All the text is based on an article from Pen America.
Flagged. That's the word.
Flagged.
The word. Ooh, speaking of flag, have you seen that Creature Commandos show? Ooh.
No, I have not yet. I've been saving it for myself. I realized recently.
Doing that too.
that I really love to binge an entire show. I
And I
find
did
it
that.
deeply, and I actually like James Gunn's material.
Mm-hmm.
But I like James Gunn material in a way where, and I've always had this relationship with his shit because like he's Trauma Films, isn't he? Like he's. I have this idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who
I
he is.
don't know.
Let me. Okay, so because I'm like I feel like yeah. All right, so here's the deal. I have been enjoying James Gunn's material since like the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo and Juliet, and that's what he started Trauma Entertainment with. So it was all hyper offensive, hyper violent, very funny, um, um, ironic riffs on shit, right? Where it's like, oh, this is taking already existent ideas and riffing on them in a way that's like, oh, this is, I'm not sure about this. Um, so, I've always enjoyed James Gunn's materials, but at the same time, I was like, oh, this is incredibly heterosexist. Oh, and even James Gunn, like in his career, has said, oh, those jokes I told when I was in my early 20s, that was real messed up.
Well,
Like
those are
that
not.
was
Yeah, and I love that.
I did too. I
I
was like,
love that you can say, "Oh yeah, I said shitty. I had a bad view, and I don't have that view anymore." Because to me, I'm like, "That's awesome." Did you know that I've also had views that needed to change? I had
yeah. All
viewpoints
right,
that were
I'm gonna
like
let you
maybe
keep
not the
coding
best. So
though.
let's take a
I'm
look at
gonna
and
let you
see
keep
what we
coding.
did.
I want to see
Oh
it.
no, I'm done.
Okay.
Let's see what we
You
did.
see it? Okay. All right.
Okay, let's play again. All right, so here's our game, and we click on the start, and it
Wait, I
says,
don't see it yet. I don't see it yet.
"Oh, because I forgot to show you. That's why. Hold on."
But
Um,
anyway, the end of the story of Creature Commandos is I'm saving it for the holidays. I think I'll be watching it sometime around Thanksgiving or Christmas
oh, that's
when I
gonna
give
be fun.
myself time to hyper watch something.
Okay, so we start the game, and I wrote up here, Calling Up Justice is getting a new grant, but they have to fix their mission statement. Can you help them by removing the words that are currently on the list of banned and flagged words by the U.S. federal government? Here's the paragraph. Choose the correct words, but they don't look clickable. I should make that say not choose the banned word, not correct word.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Choose the banned word, but they won't look clickable. So that's what this. So instead of correct, it's gonna say banned.
I'm not sure if you need to say, but they won't look clickable. I don't think you need to give the audience the player, that help.
Well, the
I think if you
problem
just
is that Claudia, it doesn't look like you're doing anything. If you're clicking around on the screen, there's no indication that you have done anything if you're just clicking around like this. Like you could just click randomly, and so I want them to know that they won't look clickable for
so go ahead, click on social justice.
okay, hold on. So right here. So I click on social justice. Social justice is crossed out. And then
So yeah, so that's why I'm saying, Maya, I don't think you need to tell people they won't look clickable. Just give and don't even say here's the paragraph there, that because there it is. You don't need to tell people here's the thing that exists that you're seeing. You don't need to use real estate for that. Just say
so
click on the words that need to be banned, or click the banned words, or cross out the banned words. Just say that language, and then the person will instinctively click on a word they think needs to be clicked, and then it'll because you have it with a cross out. I think that's doing it. I think that tells the player what's happening.
So if I just say click on the banned words and just leave it at that, you think that that's a
Try this.
Let's see what it looks
Remove.
like.
Try remove the banned words. If you say remove the banned words,
Well, that's what I already have here. I say, can you help by removing the words that are currently on the list of da 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 da? So then it's gonna. So that's the instructions are there. So I was going to do. So what I did was, hold on. Let me just. That's wrong. This is it. Boop, boop, boop. So then I save. We go to the page. Oop. Let's go back because I did this wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. Did I do it right? Yeah.
I can't wait to hear people's opinions on your game, Maya. I think it's really interesting.
So yeah, so then it says click on the banned words.
And then I'm pretending that and I'm assuming that if it says click the banned words, you're going to click words that you think need to be banned. So click the word justice on calling up justice.
Oh, justice isn't on the list. Justice. Nothing happens.
Exactly. So nothing happens.
But
then
social justice.
Social justice. It crosses out.
This one is actually weird, and I accidentally put it in.
Huh?
This justice right here under it says producing performances of justice online. That's not a bad justice. That word shouldn't be banned, but for some reason I have that in there. So there's actually only 10 possible points, which is actually a better number than 11. I don't make the rules. So pandemic, we cannot say pandemic, and you cannot say racial justice.
All right, now go ahead and hit finish.
Okay. I only got 3.
Okay, so is it possible for that to be, instead of saying your final score is 3, could it say your funding is 3? Or your... So again, for me, I'm like, for me, the internal story and the story I feel like you're echoing in the game is you're doing this for funding. So, like, if it has...
Oh, and you want a 10. Because 10 is the right number, right? So let's... Let me... Well, it is. It just is. I don't know why. So let me figure out how to get rid of this.
All right.
I need to delete this code real quick. I'm gonna space and write.
Right. I should stop having ideas because it's time for the live stream to be done. But I'm very activated and interested in your game. I think it's beautiful, and you make changes so fast.
Well, I've been working on this all day. I woke up too early, and then I was like, well, you can either work on some stuff or you can be annoyed that you're up early. And I decided to just work on stuff because I was like, I don't want to be annoyed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we play the game. Please help us. Oh, no. Oh, good. So that justice does not work now. Good. Racial justice did. That's social justice. No intersectional. No accessible, decolonized, anti-racist, gender equity, capitalist. All right, let's check. And our funding score is 9. I missed one. Should I put out of 10?
Well, actually, let me slow down. Because we potentially have how many days to this having to be published? We have like a week or so?
11 days.
11 days?
Yeah,
all right.
Until the 26th. See right here, it says October 26th. We got time.
So I'm gonna ask a couple of large questions, and I'm kind of asking them to myself a little bit as well. Mm-hmm. So currently, the game has you play through one mission statement, mm-hmm. and you've said you have the ability to add more mission statements.
I do. They'll just take me a little time. Yeah.
But here's my question. So if I play and I go through one mission statement and I hit play again, it gives me a new mission statement?
No.
And then I can just play it? No, it's always... Okay, so if I was to play it and we went through the calling up justice mission statement, then... instead of hitting finish, I could do another mission statement. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I would get to different text.
Yeah, it would be like levels. So you'd start the game, you would do this. Instead of clicking finish, it would click next. And then you would go to the next set of things. And then you would get an overall score Or I suppose it could be like, this is
No,
the
I
score you
love
got
it.
for the first one. This is the
Okay.
second one. But
Um,
I
I
think that's
think.
what it would be.
All right. I don't think you need to worry about trying to get to like a perfect 10 then, because the idea isn't about getting to 10. The idea is about getting the most money, right? So like as long as that score is evoking the idea of you've made this much money. And again, I don't know the coding, so I don't know how to make the score evoke money. But I
Oh,
want it to evoke money so that it evokes you received this much fundings, and however you do that, I think is brilliant. I think you added just the word funding, and that's how you were
so
doing
your
it.
funding score is, and it'll just
Yeah,
say
yeah, that works.
whatever number you got. So if you got rid of all 10 of them, then you got a funding score of 10. If you only got
Right.
rid of 9 of them, you got a funding
I,
score of 9, which
and
is still
and
good.
And what motivates me to replay the game is that I want to see how high of a score I can get. So so the idea that there's a different number of banned words or flagged words in different mission statements is actually ideal, right? That's
Right.
great. Also, the idea that you can keep adding to the game is freaking awesome. I love that. Okay.
Well, I
Now,
like everything that I make to be liquid and not static
hmm,
and still and growable and
totally.
alive. My games are
Um,
alive.
well, So I also said the thing of I don't think anyone wins playing this game. Or
Oh no.
so I'm wondering if there's like what's the final screen? Where does the yeah, what's the final screen of the game right now?
The final screen is just your score and then resources. Thank you for playing resource. Your funding score is 0. Ooh, that's not good. Um, well, that's because I didn't
Okay.
select anything.
All right. So
And then we have
what if
cleanup justice.
what if the final screen said something like, your funding score is this? This represents theoretically the amount of money you would get for silencing yourself. We don't think anyone wins playing this game. Click on these
Yes,
resources to learn more about how to
yes.
avoid this fucking game or something like this. I don't know, or how to avoid getting played by the system. Huh?
Or
Hey,
click on
you
these
like that?
resources so that you can give directly to them, rather than them having
No, but no,
to.
did you? But the thing I said was funny because
It
it's a
was.
game. Nerd. Come on. You don't get played by the system. I was so proud of myself. Come
No,
on.
it was good.
Okay.
I was just distracted because I was like, oh yeah, but also that's where my
All right.
hyper focus is. Look, I put a little sticker on my face.
I know it's super cute. It's a
I'm like,
star because you're
look
the
at me. I'm
star
like
for a
Gen
power.
Z. No, I'm like
All
Gen
right,
Z.
now
They just put
I have
stickers on their face and go online.
I have one more suggestion for the
Mm-hmm.
game, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop, and
Okay.
it's this. I don't think you need to have a full mission statement. So I'm just going to the Planned Parenthood website. Okay, well, I'm trying to. All right, I did it. I did it. Okay. Okay, come on, let me go. Come on. All right, well, apparently I'm on the Planned Parenthood Action Fund. That's fucking annoying. I hate Google. I hate Google so much. I'm just trying to go to Planned. I just want to go to PlannedParenthood.org. Thank you. It's like the seventh thing to click on. Okay. Man, Planned Parenthood's this website sucks. Okay. All right, so the Planned Parenthood website is I think they did a rebranding and it's super depressing. I'm like, wow, I don't like your color schemes anymore. It says your health is our priority no matter what. Oh, right. They've already gotten rid of all the
They've had
words.
to get rid of the words. They've already,
But
yeah.
like, well, this says the Trump administration and Congress have quote defunded quote Planned Parenthood, but we're still fighting for your care. We're here to provide birth control, comma, abortion, comma, and more in person and online. And I'm guessing abortion is definitely a banned word. Maybe is birth control a banned word?
Well, let's look it up. This
Because
is really
I just
easy. Control F.
I
And
made
we're
a
gonna type in
suggestion,
what
but
was
I
the word?
talked
Birth control.
myself out. Yeah. And then I talked myself out of it, and then I talked myself back into it because I'm like, oh, maybe there's just like
No,
a sentence.
birth control
Really?
is the only words are like assigned at birth. Those are the words you have to, if including birth, but you can have birth control. Birth control is okay because I
Okay.
think it's like maybe because it's like medication, but lots of things are medication and banned still, so I don't know.
Oh my God. All right. Now I regret not copying down people's fucking mission statements because like it's already
Ooh,
weird.
way back. Maybe you could try the
I
way
think
back.
that's what I'm gonna have to do because like I'm
It sounds interesting.
yeah. So they've already well, okay, so this says mission. It's so long. I'm trying to figure out like is there like just a couple of sentences that are like evocative of an institution? That way you could have more levels and be referencing more institutions and groups.
Oh, so I was
Um,
going to choose things like groups that we work that like Calling of Justice works with.
I think that we need to put into the mix. This is why I was trying to figure out if there was like just a sentence, like the what's the main descriptive sentence of this group? Because if they're mixed in between our groups, it makes
Hmm.
that story make more sense. Um, and I'm like, this mission statement is just so long. It's like,
Hmm.
but I think that I picked a too complicated of an example. Planned Parenthood was I thought it was going to be a simple place to go to, but it turns out Planned Parenthood is three different
It's
organizations.
never been a simple place to go to. That's the problem.
Well, I'm going to stop myself.
Yes.
The game, your progress on this is looking awesome. You could publish what you have already and have people. Well, you've already published it, so I'm hoping people
Well,
will
we've
play and give
published
you
the
feedback.
draft, and we'll publish
Yeah.
we'll publish the finished thing on the 26th. But for now, this is the draft, and I'd love if people like just wanted to check this out. It's this is the last one I'm gonna do. This is the or today. I'm done today.
I
I
found
was
it.
gonna
I
work on.
found
Oh,
it.
you did?
Yeah, all right. So, Planned Parenthood, our mission. Planned Parenthood. This is Planned Parenthood of Greater Texas. I'm realizing, oh, I got to go to a specific one. So, Planned Parenthood of Greater Texas provides trusted, evidence-based
Oop, can't say
sexual
that.
health care and education while advocating for reproductive justice
Mm, can't say
without
that.
judgment and access to health care for all. And then our vision is a world in which everyone can access quality health care and information to live their lives fully without judgment.
Mm. Yeah, there's quite a few words in there that they can't say.
And like that's less text for you to code. Like that was my goal was like, oh, can I find here? I'm gonna copy paste this. I know what I'm
Put
putting
in
in
the
the
put it in the chat.
I'm doing it. I'm
Ah,
doing it. Put in the chat. I'm putting in the chat. Okay, so that's the thing from the chat.
I'm gonna
And
steal that.
and then this is the website I got it from. But basically, I was just like, oh, let me put in organization that I think is definitely being impacted by all this banned language. And yeah, I feel like if you could have just like just a couple more levels in the game that are that broaden the idea so that people are putting it in the context of this is impacting different industries and stuff. Anyway,
Let me
um,
paste this
let me
into
come
my
back.
document so that I have it.
Yeah. But let me just repeat again the compliment, which is it was a vague and
Hold on, you went away.
again.
Say that again. All I heard was it was a vague.
Oh, I said it was a vague and interesting commission that came from Eric N. It's an evocative commission, and you once again responded to a commission that I think was requesting a hey, make a poem. Make a thing that's simple for one person to make, or make a short play that's an invitation for other. Although I will say Eric's work is often make a play, make a thing that invites other people to enter into this imaginative play space and also become agents of evocation as well. And you said yes to it by your first instinct was let me make another video game. You immediately were like, a video game. This needs to be a video game, and that feels deeply in alignment with our mission and what we do in the world. I
Yeah.
think this game is interesting AF. Can you drop the link to the game in the chat just for anybody in the audience to play?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go here, and then let me select this, and then I'm gonna do this.
I
Copy and
am
paste, and
very
let me put
excited
this
about
in the chat. Here it
I'm very
is.
excited to hear people's feedback. And I get that, like right now it's like one level, and the point is we're gonna get some feedback, and I've just said let's add more levels. So I'm hoping that that's also not a hard production thing for you to do since you're doing all this coding, and apparently you've got to code every word that gets banned. God, that's a lot.
It is and it isn't. I mean, like once I get into the flow, like it did take me the day to do this, but it's not like I didn't take a break. It's not like I was. I wasn't just like, oh god, goodness. See how big my eyes look in these glasses?
I need some glasses. I do. Those are super cute. All right, I'm gonna let you close out Gaming for Justice. Thank you for letting me jump in.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks for coming.
Work on the game with you. This was so great.
No, thank you for coming, because after a minute or so, I was like, I have no idea. I need you to come up here and tell me what you mean. So, thank you so much. All right, we're going to do the thing. First off, I'm going to go and do this thing. And now I'm going to do this. Thank you so much for joining us. Gaming for Justice is a Calling of Justice production. I'm your host, Maiamama. For more information on me, check out my link in the chat. That's linktree/Maiamama. And, oops, that's the game again. Bye, Joel. Thanks so much for coming. Play the game if you want to, and leave a comment. And then, I messed up my links, so I'm trying to fix those real quick. Okay, there we go. Now, here is my link tree. All right, and now, also, special thanks to guest and executive producer Claudia Alick. For more information on Claudia and Calling of Justice, check out the link in the chat. And if you'd like to get involved in the Calling of Justice community, make sure you check this other link that I'm going to stick in the chat. That's from our website, callingofjustice.com. Also, get involved and come and join me in one free community. One Free Community, the online digital third space. I have a little event that I do there every Friday evening called Story Mode, and you can hang out and we can play games. We can hang out just like we did in the olden days. Okay, that's it. I love you. Bye-bye.